is up, the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I'm in the building. Y'all know what it is. Cess Talks Sports presents Cess Talks Bets with MJLover23. Y'all know who it is. The prop master in the building. What's good, MJ?
Yeah.
I think it's sticking. I think prop master is starting to stick. I've heard it in a few. I'd heard it a few times. I'd heard it in a few other spots. I think prop master is starting to stick. So yeah, we rocking with that. We rocking with that one. So what's going on, man? How's the day?
Hey, days are this one it's a mixed bag. Had some difficult things I had to do this morning, but got some better news than I thought I was gonna get. I'll tell you about that later. I gave you a hint about it like a week ago, but
sweet.
Feeling a little bit better about it. You gotta like that. Now I gotta get the prop master title is a heavy title to take. It's this is for entertainment purposes. I want to make sure I don't let the fam down. Right, we got to make
exactly.
Gets a little bit some shekels here, some shekels there, some shekels everywhere. And you can play around, and these shekels might end up getting you a nice little delivery of food, here and there, or you'll be able to
never know.
Grab that extra pair of socks you've been trying to get for a couple of weeks.
Some of us may want to start squirreling away some shekels for the winter.
There you go, exactly.
Squirreling away some shekels for the holidays. If you the holidays like I do, so
squirrel it away for the women's college basketball season coming up, because
that too. Squirrel it away for that Cess Talk Sports meetup. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the meetup. That's right.
The meetup. Oh, before we go any further, two things I gotta say. R.I.P. to Frankie Beverly. Listen, we've lost two of the most influential voices, right? Like Mufasa, like James Earl Jones, and now Frankie Beverly. Rest in power to Frankie Beverly. Thoughts, prayers, condolences to his family. I heard that news today. So definitely wanted to get that RIP out there. And, also, before I forget, 1-800-GAMBLER. If you need it, use it. Pull up on them, call them, text them, hit their website there 24/7. Make sure you do that. And this is for entertainment, educational, informational purposes only. Let's get into this stuff, man. Let's get into this stuff. So let me just say, too, it's some movies coming on tonight. I don't know what y'all doing, but if you got time, pull up with me. If you got some time, pull up. Starting at 7. So we got the Aces and the Fever. We got the Mystics and the Sky. We got the Storm and the Sparks tonight. Aces Fever is gonna be a fun one because they're gonna be in Indiana. Aces are the only team the Fever haven't beat this year, so that's the reason to check in there. Chicago, Washington, you know what that is. That has definite playoff implications with them two both fighting for that 8th spot. And then Seattle Sparks, watching that mostly because I don't know if y'all heard on the other show I said Rukia is on the mark to hit 500 points. Only other rookie to do that as an LA Spark is Candace Parker. So after everything that this rookie has been through, for her to be able to be right here, she's able to average 10.5 points through the last 5 games or whatever it is left now. Going to be putting her name in the Sparks history books right there next to Candace Parker. That's a super nice start to her rookie career, her career in the Dub, her career as a Spark right now. And I think it's just a testament to what I've been saying from
the beginning,
before the draft. The most WNBA ready game coming into the draft. As she's able to add to her bag and get to her WNBA body, it's gonna show up more and more. But if you go back and look at the kids' numbers over the last half of this season, dynamite numbers. Be on the lookout for that rookie.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get time.
Exactly. Welcome to HDITV. What's good, fam? What is
HDITV.
good? Appreciate you pulling up. What's happening? Best tip my cap to the haters. Who are you? Let's go, Sky. You know what it is. You know what it is. Yes, R.I.P. Mr. Beverly.
Right.
Salute, Mr. Lover. The best tip. My cap to the haters. Who are you?
Hat
Yes.
to the haters. To the haters.
Who you got? Who you got tonight besides the Sky? Who you got in the other games?
The games are gonna be pretty tight because they're all like I guess not the Sparks, but I'm always going to most of the time, even though they got blown out the other night, but most of the time I'm going to go against the spread when it comes to the Sparks because, like I said, they don't quit. The only thing now that we see in the last few games that we complain about them not playing enough people. Now they're playing everybody. Now, and I don't know if they're doing auditions for next year. I mean, that's what it looks like when you look out on the floor. Like, I mean, there's some good players out there that are doing something. I'm still not seeing enough minutes from Zaya. I don't know what that's all about. It's got to be some kind of feud or the coach. I don't know. She called somebody's baby ugly or something. I don't know what happened, but she should be playing more than she is just based off of what we're seeing. Sure. So I don't know. But as far as everybody else goes, I mean, like, it's a pick 'em in Washington Chicago game. It's almost a pick 'em in the Vegas Indiana game. Vegas is barely 4.5 points, but I'm like, I still gotta go with Vegas, and I don't know if I can take the points though. That's the issue. The Fever can score with anybody in the league, and they're at home. Right, and then they got another game back-to-back at home against them too. So I mean, the home court advantage is a real thing. If people don't, you can win anywhere. Don't get me wrong, you can win anywhere. It's not impossible. Winning against a team that's as hot as they are at home, and they're at home, they've been at home, and will be at home for the next 6 games combined. That's a hard task. Even when you're trying to three-peat, the three-peat. And I had to tell somebody this on one of my Facebook groups too, because I don't want to call him names. We'll just say that he was not well advised in some of his thought processes when it comes to three-peats. Three-peats don't grow on trees. They don't. No. They do not grow on trees. It's not in football. It's hard. Basketball it's really hard. It's harder than people think it is. Of course, baseball is almost impossible. WNBA, I mean, there's only been one team that's actually won 4 in a row, much less 3 in a row. You guys got to take that into effect. This isn't, and I'm gonna keep telling you guys this until people actually get this in their head. This is not WNBA 2K on arcade mode, right? People don't stay healthy the whole time. They get tired. They do get injured. They get nicked up. They play through things. There's coaching things that you can't control, and you have to deal with it. The people have personal things that happen to them off the court that we may never know about, and it affects their play. You guys got to understand that stuff, right? So when you see like the Aces trying to get to a three-peat, especially with all the stuff that happened this season alone. I'm not even talking about last season or the season before. I'm talking about being investigated for, endorsement violations or whatever the hell that was. We still don't know what that was all about.
Right.
The Hamby thing popping up in the middle of the season for whatever reason. I don't know why it came out now when it happened like a while ago. And then you have your injuries, I mean, age in a walking boot, scaring the hell out of all of us. What's that? What is the walking boot for? Now that she's not on any injury list. So just think about all that stuff before you go in here and wondering why certain things are happening. You got to do deep dives on this stuff. It's a long season. It's a 40 game season, but a lot of these ladies have been playing for a full year already. So
absolutely.
Have some grace. Tip your cap to these ladies and enjoy some good basketball, please.
Absolutely. Oh, before we go any further, me and MJ have this running background thing going on. So
You first. You first.
No, I'll let you go. What are you showing off today?
All right. This is a little bit of the here comes the judge. Leading home run hitter right now, and hasn't hit a home run in a little bit. But I'm trying to forecast it into to reality. Let's see. I think he's gonna get 2 home runs today.
2 home runs for the judge today. 2 home runs for the judge today. And I got just some Detroit muscle back there. That Grand National. That
so
Buick
nice.
Grand National. My absolute favorite. You know what? Too. This is like I think my absolute favorite car too. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
I think I look good in front of that car too.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, I think so. At this point, I was too young to get one when it first dropped. So at this point, the dream would be to like find a really good shell and build it all back to build it all out. Right. I didn't take any auto classes at all.
No auto classes. Neither did I.
Nope.
I took bowling classes instead.
Me and the YouTube. Me and the YouTube. Right. But yeah, no. Some I definitely would love to do, like just to take that project home, man, and be able to bring back.
Oh, it's so good.
One of those. So and then I got here in Detroit. Got to the Motor City, and I don't know if you know, but so I build like model cars, right? That's how I'm keeping my hand-eye coordination together in my old age. And went to a hobby shop and actually met the son of one of the designers of the Grand National, and like showed me like some pictures of like an original all white Grand National and some other stuff that they did that like never really hit the market. So
that's what's up.
Pretty cool to be in the Motor City. He was thinking about that Motor City muscle today. So put the Grand National up. But now let's get to some of these these shekels for entertainment purposes, in case it can help me get my shell of my car for my entertainment purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait. Let me see. You got a couple folks say hi to in the chat. Think we can have, bro. What is good, fam? Hope you're having a great day as well. What is good? Kurt acting like Zaya said, you can't coach like Don? Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Big salute.
Yeah, probably did too. I wouldn't put it's always something small like that.
Yeah, it's always something like that. Hit the like button, everyone. If you're watching on your TV and you don't know how to hit the like on me, scroll up to the right and then hit the like, please, and thank you. All right, let's get into these. These picks for these movies we got tonight. First up,
here we go.
Vegas, Indiana.
Las Vegas, Indiana. We got 179.5 on the total. It's probably a safe bet to go on the over. Even though I have some props here that are going to be kind of weird. I threw some extra stuff in here just to see how close I am to some of these lines here. 4.5 points on the. I wouldn't touch the spread. Just a heads up. That's too tricky, especially with two teams that can score at will, basically. Asia Wilson, 21.5 points. Take the over, even though a lot of these lines on her are going to be risky, just because we don't know if she's just resting or if she's going to be kind of playing through something for the rest of the season. So 11.5 rebounds, take the under on that. It's a little bit risky. Hopefully Queen will be able to play and spell her a little bit so that she can rest during this game, because it's going to be fast-paced, up and down. 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm taking the over on that. And I know that I took the under on the rebounds, but this is contingent on if she actually gets loose and AB can't really do anything with her, or Thomas, then she'll probably get 25 or 26 points. The rebounds themselves, she'll probably get closer to what I'd say about maybe 8 or 9, and then she'll get some assists too. But the points, I picked that because I think the points are going to be pretty high for her. But it's still risky though. You can take the under and be safe with it, but just know that I'm taking the high because I'm expecting big things from her. Kelsey Plum, 15.5 points, taking the over. Right, it's always going to be that rivalry between the all-time leading scorer in collegiate women's basketball history versus the second all-time leading scorer in collegiate women's basketball history. Not speaking of the other two ladies that basically beat both of them. We're not going to get into that today. But there's always going to be that, hey, I'm going to score. So expect her to be somewhere around 20 points or more today. 3.5 assists. I'd take the over on that, even though that's risky because if she gets in the scoring mode, she's really not going to be passing too much unless it's to Asia. Jackie Young, 15.5 points. Take the under on that right now. Not sure what's happening with Jackie. I think it may be the minutes. It may be the big time minutes she had to play when Chelsea Gray was out. But take the under on that. But take the over on the 4.5 assists because she had a 12 assist game. She had a 3 assist game. But I think somewhere in the middle she'll end up giving assists to Kelsey Plum and Asia this game. So take the over on that. And last thing I would take is the 1.5 3-pointers made. Take the over on that. Even though I'm taking the under on the 15.5 points, this one's really risky. But the odds on it are really high. So if you hit this, on the individual bet, it's going to give you some good units back. Caitlin Clark, 23 points and over. I put risky on there just in case she does become more of a facilitator. If the Aces basically shade someone to her side wherever she goes, she can end up with about 15 or 16 assists tonight easily. So I put the over on the points, but it is risky just because of that factor. 4.5 rebounds. We'll see. We know that she can get 10 rebounds, basically off a hustle. We'll see if she gets 5 because I've seen she had 4 rebounds one game in the last, I guess it was 6 or 7, but I don't take any chances on that. 9.5 assists, take the over on that. 2.5 3-pointers made, take the over on that. Even though I put risky, it's always risky for most of these ladies to actually hit more than 2 3-pointers in a game because it doesn't happen that often. In this grand scheme of things, the people that make a lot of 3-pointers regularly, they don't always hit 2 or they don't always hit 3 or more 3-pointers in the game. They just don't, for whatever reason, right? The wind is up, somebody left the door open or whatever the case is. So that's going to be risky. Now, the last one I threw in here, let's see if you guys want to take it. 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Take the over. So that means that she's basically going to be killing the Aces. If you believe that, that's a good bet for you. Just letting you know. Leah Boston, 14.5 points. Take the over. A little bit risky just because we don't know if she's going to be distributed the ball, especially if Asia's guarding her. If Queen comes in and guards her, it'll be a little bit tough too, but she'll have a little bit. There won't be as much. Gustafson, forget about it. So they have 2 people to worry about at least. And I haven't even mentioned Kelsey Mitchell yet. She's coming. Take the over on the points on that just in case. 9.5 rebounds. Take the under. I know it's weird because I think she had 13 rebounds the other night. Take the under on that. It's a little risky, and put risky on. Take the under on that. And 3.5 assists, take the under on that too, because unless she has a superior game, even I think the game she had 30 and 13 or whatever, she only had 2 or 3 assists. So it's not her job. Kelsey Mitchell, 21.5 points, take the over. Risky because she's been hot, but it is the Aces and they actually do play defense. So we'll see how that works out. Between her and Jackie Young, I don't know if it's going to be fireworks or if they're just going to be putting each other's fire out with defense. I don't know. I have no idea. Kelsey Mitchell, she's not a slouch on defense. She's not better than Jackie Young when it comes to defense, but she's better than Plum when it comes to defense. So the matches, the mismatches, all that stuff is going to play. That's what the movie's all about tonight for that game.
That's what the movie is all about. Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, it ought to be good. I don't. Besides which jersey they're gonna wear, I know they're not wearing the red ones on the road. Probably what they got. Do they have silver ones, or is it white? I think it's silver. Is it silver?
I don't remember for this season.
Yeah,
For
I
some
was I
reason, I
wasn't
think they got
sure if
white.
they. I think they'll be
For some
wearing
reason, I
black
think they
though.
got white. Nigga, I want to see them in the black.
Red, white, and black. So I will probably be in the black tonight. But yeah, it's gonna be good.
Machine Beats, what's good? Good luck to all betting for entertainment purposes. Absolutely,
Entertainment purposes only.
entertainment. For the entertainment, absolutely.
Yeah,
So I think I think it'll be a good game. Like I said, I think if Asia's healthy, she definitely wants to leave, no doubt that she's the MVP. I think you know, um, it would be nice to finish with being the only team that the Fever didn't get opportunity to beat. To go out, to go get them 2 wins in Indiana would be good. Played really well without Asia. Almost got to win the other night, so expecting a really, really, really competitive game. So should be a fun watch.
I would love to see Becky put Kate Martin in and just kind of shadow Caitlin for a play or two, just to throw her off, because who knows her better than Kate Martin on the team? You know what I mean?
Nobody knows it better than I don't think.
They probably went at it in practice every single time. I know they were on the same team; they were on the first team, but I know they had to be put against each other, and I know she has to know some tricks and to the trade that she's telling them, this is what she likes to do and this is what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
She's the only one that really knows how to jump in and stop her or slow her down.
Okay. You need the Aces to win this one. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
you need the Aces on this one.
Should win both of them, but it is what it is. But yeah, this one always good to win the first one. That's what they say in poker.
Welcome to HDI TV. If y'all not following Welcome to HDI TV, please give a follow over there. Yep, please give a follow over there. Check HDI TV out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seeing you over there snapping I think it was last night. You was live snapping.
Live
there, blue or white. When they wear the red, it looked like a bunch of Confederates out there. Just saying, no shade. Yeah.
The Confederates.
But who stops AB? So if Asia's playing, Asia stops AB. I have no doubt that Asia can control AB.
Yeah.
So
yes, Gamecock on Gamecock crime.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crime out there. That's what the Aces need: a silver and black jersey, man. That'll be hard. Silver and black, like the old school stars, like the old school.
Yeah.
They should do a throwback. They should do a throwback to that one. Maybe they do. Maybe I have seen one of those before.
Maybe. Yeah, I had to look it up.
I don't know. Yeah, we have to check on that one.
Where's East Bay when you need them?
Man, that was a good time, wasn't it? Good old East Bay. What we got next?
All right.
Oh, the movie itself.
Mystics in the Sky. 161 is the total on that. That is going to be with Kennedy Carter in the lineup. That is going to be achievable, but we'll see. It might fall just short, so be careful of that. And it's a pick 'em, so we're picking the Sky to win, so you can always take the points on that. Ariel Atkins, I put her at 10.5 points. I put her at the over, which I should have put as risky because she's been risky, especially when I've actually put wagers on her, and I'm actually just going to put risky on the final quote here, so that goes into the Discord. Take the over on that. Should be an up and down game. Brittany Sykes. When's the last time I put Brittany Sykes in a write-up? It's been forever, if ever. 10.5 points going over. That is very risky just because I've looked at her line over the past few weeks, and she's a hustler for sure. It's tough. I mean, I like her line. Oh, here's her line right here. So she had 13 last game, 14 the game before, 6, 9, and 6. So 10.5 points over. I'm playing the rush right now. She's been in double figures, so take the over on that if you feel froggy. I am also doing the 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists on the over for her. That is very risky too, just because when was the last time you heard Brittany Sykes had 13 rebounds? Don't worry, I'll wait. But anyway, with that said, there's some really good odds on that if she does hit it. So I'm taking the over. I'm actually looking for the odds. Stephanie Dolson. The crowd favorite, Stephanie Dolson. Usually when I pick over, she goes under. Usually when I pick under, she goes over. So, but I'm picking under today, which is gonna sound weird because the next pick that I have for her is 1.5 3-pointers made. I have her for the under on that too. I was gonna go over on that just because we know she can hit the open threes and she could probably hit 2 or 3 in the first half, much less the first quarter. But this is going to be a very tightly contested game, and Washington is still nipping. I know there's only a few games left, but they're going to be they feel that they're still nipping, and this is a game that they need to get. So pressure might, it puckers up some people. I'm just saying. So we'll see if she can withstand it. Getting on to Kennedy Carter, 19.5 points. I picked the over on that. It's not a foregone conclusion, you guys. I know what we know about her, but like I said, a lot of factors can get into this. But one of the things that makes it tricky is that I picked the 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I picked the under on that. And the only reason I did that is because of the rebounding. Got enough rebounders. I don't know. She's not going to dig in there for a whole lot of rebounds. So I put the under on that. That's a good, if you hit on that, a lot of units are coming your way. Camila Cardoso, 7.5 points. That's a minimum, or it's close to a minimum. And I picked the under or the over on that. And I also picked the over on the minimum of rebounds at 7.5. I think it was 6.5 was the minimum. 7.5 gave you a couple of half shekels to work with. So pick the over on that. And then with that said, I picked the 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I picked the under on that. Unless she gets a double-double tonight, which she most likely, she sure can. There's no doubt she can. But depending on if she's going to get in the foul trouble, it's the one thing I have to incorporate into these things with her is because the refs don't know how to ref her yet. And she hasn't figured out how to manage her fouls with the referees in the W. So that's always going to be a factor. Isabella Harrison, I think what you guys call her, Megatron with the old bionic knee brace she got on, 7.5 points. I'm taking the over on that, and that's not even risky. And the only reason for that is because she's getting more time. Now that Angel is out, there's a bunch of time to be had. It's being split with her and Michaela and a few other people. They're running some people out there. They're getting more time. 3.5 rebounds. Take the over on that. A little bit risky just because we don't have a full sample size on how she plays with more playing time, right? So we'll see if she's a rebounder or not, but I'm taking a minimum on that.
All right. Look like Rasheen Beat says Dolson. Look like you're saying Dolson is good for the 10 and Miller will hit. Okay. So you like Dolson and the Miller picks. All right.
I know. Hey, she should hit. I picked the under. That's usually how it goes, right? So I mean, I wouldn't bet the house on it, but maybe the driveway.
Yeah, I don't see. I know that they play Asia really well at times. I don't know if they'll be able to play Camilla as well. So I'm going to see. That's a different 6-7. We'll see how they move against her. Kennedy is going to be, I think, a real big spark. Mm-hmm. It's going to be about dog in this one. It's going to be about dog in this one. So I'm all fired up. Get your popcorn ready.
It's going to be good. Yes.
Last WNBA game of the night.
Yeah, here we go. Seattle Storm versus the Los Angeles Sparks. 162.5 is the total. Could possibly make it. The Sparks have to shoot better, but they should at home. We'll see how that works out. The spread with Seattle on the road, they did play better on the road early in the season, but as of lately, not so much. So I would not touch that spread at all. It might be tricky, or you can take the Sparks to cover the spread. All right, so that actually has some good shekels on it too. Jewel Lloyd, 19.5 points, taking the under. That is risky because Jewel Lloyd can score 20 at any given time. I'm just going off of the trends that she's on right now, which are not good. But like I said, take the under if you want to get some extra shekels, but you can always take the over, the over, and be comfortable with her scoring 20 or more. Let's see. So NECA 11 and a half points. Take the over on that. I went low with her just because she had a game or two that was kind of surprisingly low in points, and I wasn't sure why until I went back and looked at it. She just missed a lot of point blanks, some open shots that she usually makes, so that happens. Make her miss league. 6.5 rebounds. Take the over on that with her. Skylar Diggins 13 and a half points. Take the over. She has put on her Iverson cap, and she is basically scoring and shooting. She's shooting way more shots than she has at the beginning of the season as to after the break. 5.5 assists. Take the over on that. That's a little risky because if she's gunning, those assists are going to be few and far between. So taking the under on the assists, you will probably get a few more extra shekels, but it's up to you on how you feel in the last few games that you've seen her play. She has been gunning. And, you know what? Here's some information on the gunning. So last game, let me see. She had 12 last games. She had 21, 18, 16, and 26. Pick your poison. The assists. The assists have been 11 assists last game. 6 assists, 3 assists, 6 assists, 7 assists. Not really consistent if you're looking at the assist totals being what you need them to be. So, like I said, it's risky. Take the over. 22 and a half points and assists. Take the under. And that's going to be close. That's going to be razor thin because she's going to be right up against it. If she hits the over on points and she hits the over on assists, she's going to be right there at that line. So, but if you don't think she's going to hit the assists, take that 22 and a half points and assists. Take the under on that. Rickea Jackson, 11 and a half points. Take the over. For the rest of the season, take the over. It is what it is. And I'm going to keep putting her in the write-up just because I felt the same way that Cess felt about Rickea when she was at Tennessee. Ready-built game for the W, right? She's going to be one of the best scorers in the league sooner than later. So she's getting her time now. Take advantage of it now. With that said, 17 and a half points and rebounds. Take the over on that. That's a risky one because she doesn't really rebound that much. Not going to say well because we don't know it until she applies herself. Once she gets stronger, she'll probably be a better rebounder. But right now, she could probably get 17 points, and all she needs is one rebound to catch that number. So take that over on that. De'Erica Hamby, 14 and a half points. Take the over on that. That one's a little bit, it might be a little bit of it's a mixed bag because she's still the leading scorer on the team, but take it. She's been up and down on the points too, which is kind of weird. Even with a last place team, you would think that she would be more consistently towards 18 and 19 versus 12 and 13 points. So 5.5 rebounds. Take the over on that. That's risky because for some reason it doesn't seem like she's crashing the boards unless it's offensive boards. From what I saw in the last few games. So Odyssey Sims, 9.5 points. I am taking the under on her. Not even putting a risky on that just because she's missed the line. I think 3 out of the last 5 games. I have to double check, but there was a reason why I put the under on that line, and it's barely over the minimum. So I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. 19 and a half points and rebounds. Take the under on that if they still let you go for it because it might be gone. I saw it this morning, but that was about 2.5 hours ago.
Cool.
Mm-hmm,
so Yasheen B says Hamby go for the under. Sims a bit shaky. I agree. Sims kind of been up and down. It seems to finds a groove in spots, but not consistent throughout the game. And I don't know if that's Sims or more so how they're being used and kind of like
subbed in and out.
More into kind of like how Kirk does his thing down there in LA, more so than a reflection on Sims. So it's kind of hard to judge on that.
That's fair.
Definitely kind of hard to judge on that, but should
Especially
definitely
now.
be some good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially now with nothing on the line, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Like Zaya played more than we thought before, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how things shake out. Hopefully, we'll see some Nika Mule get in the game. So
That'd be
hopefully
nice.
teams are starting to get ready for the playoffs and then realize that they're headed to 1-2-3 Cancun.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's that part.
where's it? 1-2-3 Cancun. Let's go. But that's it for the W games. Pull up. It's gonna be a movie, and we're gonna be hanging out watching those. Actually, for the first part, for the first couple games, we'll be on live with J Spot. I believe J Spot is joining us for a cross
Hey, J Spot.
panel type of platform type of thing. So pull up, hang out. We got time out with Juju pulling up. So it'll be a good day of hoops. Looking forward to it. But y'all know what time it is. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. I know y'all here for it. I'm here for it. This is our favorite part of the day. This is our favorite part of the day. We're gonna miss baseball when it's gone. We're gonna miss baseball. You hear me? But we got Big Daddy's moonshots of the day. Big Daddy's moonshots of the day, y'all. This is what he got. Big Daddy, what you got?
All right, let's get into it.
You have for us today? Moonshots. Let's
The
go.
first moonshot that we're gonna put out there, we're gonna put Shohei Ohtani on there. He's been due. He's actually been hitting really well in the last few weeks. I know he's still chasing Aaron Judge for the home run lead, and Aaron Judge is kind of slowing down to say, hey, come on. So this will be a good time for him to actually get on the board. He is so close to 50 home runs and 50 steals in a season, which no one has done. So he's definitely going to be motivated to do that. And his teammates are actually batting well to give him chances at seeing some good pitches. Mr. McCutchen. Mr. McCutchen's been in the league for almost since the beginning of the league. It seems like he is just a productive forever. He has been, and he's been with the Pittsburgh Pirates, I think, for his whole career, or at least most of his career.
Forever.
He has a good matchup, an historic matchup with the pitcher that he's going against today. Putting him up there for one moonshot today. Hopefully that comes early. Brent Rooker for Oakland. I know Lawrence, his this leadoff hitter, Lawrence, missed the lineup a few days for a knick-knack paddywhack injury. So Brent Rooker has been he's been lining it up, singles, doubles, RBIs, sacrifice flies, all that stuff. So I'm looking at him get back on the board for a home run today. Mookie Betts has been smoking the bat. Just hitting the ball all over the place. 3-run homer the other night. Got to keep him in there just because he's tucked into the lineup where he's going to be effective, and he's always going to get good pitches to see because of the lineup, who's in front and who's in back of him. Gunnar Henderson. So Gunnar didn't hit one yesterday, but he hit some really hard balls. Out into the infield and outfield. So we're gonna stay with him just because I know he felt like he missed a couple yesterday, and I think he'll get back on board and give us another one. He doesn't play early though, so yeah, he plays later in the afternoon. So we won't see if he's gonna hit one until later. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell you something after the next segment about him and a few other guys that are batting late today as far as the parlays go.
Got it. Speaking of the next segment, Big Daddy's long shot dongs of the day, baby. Long shot dongs of the day, baby. What you got? What do you got for us? Let's go.
All right. So we got, for first one, we got Vladimir Junior. Vladimir's been spanking the ball too, all over the field. Hasn't had a home run. Think he's due for one now. I think. Let me see. I think it's Varshaw. If it's not Varshaw or it's Horowitz that's batting in front of him today, and both of those guys are actually seeing the ball really well. So Vlad should get some pitches to hit. And here's another one. So this one really irritated me yesterday because we missed on our home run bench yesterday. And the reason for that was Bryce Harper hit a 300 and probably 50 or 55 foot shot over the left center field wall. As he was crossing the bases, somewhere around the third base, they deemed it fan interference. And if you go back and look at that home run, it was not fan interference. And if it was questionable to the point whereas if it wasn't conclusive, it should have been a home run. But they called it back. So not only the Vegas won on that one, and the rest of us lost, who actually went over here and picked Bryce to hit his first home run in like a month, it seems like. So he's coming back today, and I think he's going to come back and get one at least to thumb his nose at the umpire that didn't decide that was a home run the other day. And the last one will be Anthony Santander. Anthony Santander still in the top 5 in home runs in the league. I think he's leading off today just like he usually does. Gunner's either he's leading off or Gunner's leading off. Either way, we're looking at a dinger between one or even both. I would say individual wagers on each one, but if you feel that Gunner's leading off today, Mullins is behind him, and then Santander's backed up by O'Haron, who is actually he's simmering. I won't say he's hot, but he's simmering to the point where pitchers don't want to pitch around Santander to get to him either. So good stuff on all fronts when it comes to that. Questions, comments, concerns?
Baseball. Woohoo! Big Daddy's dongs. Let's go. You know what I mean? Joe's trying to get to 50. He only care about stats. Now. Because I think you mentioned to me the other day, the show had a chance of being 50-50.
Yeah. 50 steals, 50 home runs.
How do you like to bet on a home run and a steal for this game?
That would be some good gravy on that. You know what would probably boost it if you can do it is the home run and a steal. The steal is going to give you more units than the home run.
Okay.
If you can get it.
Okay.
Because once he gets on base, even if you get a hit, like if you're picking for a hit and a steal, the steal is going to give you more units than the hit is with Ohtani. If you can get it. Sound like Bob Barker on Price is Right.
Clutch trying to make it to the hall. I hope he do. Yeah, I hope Clutch makes it to the hall.
Yeah, well, I don't see why not. I mean, he played long enough. His numbers are good enough. They're probably not first ballot, but I think he'll make it.
Mookie is on fire.
Yeah.
Harper's mad too after the mini fight. Their team
yesterday.
That was Harper, I feel, hit one.
Yeah,
Bryce on one. Okay.
It was so ridiculous, man. I was upset about that myself. With that said, going back to 2 things. Your 2-man and even 3-man parlays, like the one I hit, the 3-man parlay I hit last week. One of the things that you're always looking to do, and I know it's just an organizational thing, but it is strategic to be able to pick if you're going to tether one player to 2 other tickets or 3 other 2-man home run tickets. Make sure you pick. So 2 strategies. If you're adventurous, pick a long shot first. Pick a long shot first, and then tether them with some of the home run hitters that have been more for short shots, like Ohtani or Lindor or Anthony Santander or Kyle Schwarber. particularly with them, because once you hit your long shot, then you're going to feel much better about your chances of hitting with the guy that has more home runs than that long shot. So that's one thing. The other thing is that if you can get those for sure shots, so to speak, at the beginning, and then go after, put them with long shots at the end, that'll give you some good leverage as far as um, unit size. Unit size will be a lot better because you'll be able to pick these long shots later. And for some reason, it just in one of my sites, when you pick the for sure shots, they don't give you a whole lot of odds. But when you pick the long shots next to them, the odds really do boost without even asking for a boost. So keep that in mind and take a look at that, and just to see if your site allows you to do that regularly. The other thing is that I'm going to be taking a few of the triplet. I think there's 3 triplets that are going later on today, so I'll be taking at least 3 of any of the triplets that are going today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with picking the batter ahead or behind that has a higher contact rate, just because in the last few days we have had a number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our the people that I've had on my tick sheet. Those 4 or 5 of those people have batted before or after a home run hitter. All right, so I'm going to experiment with a few of those, especially the ones with good pitcher matchups. I'm going to see what comes out today with that, and I'll give you a heads up on what I find out in the next day or two.
Okay.
That might be something we could take advantage of because it's a long season. The home run hitters that are kind of slumping right now are not hitting as many as they were. The people behind them and the people in front of them seem to have a little bit more gas, and they're seeing better pitches. So I'm gonna see how that works out the next couple of days. I'll keep you guys posted on it.
All right. Let's see. Sorry to ask a stupid question, but this works best on MGM, right? I'm still confused on the parlay stuff, but I'll have to jump in the Discord.
Parlay is really easy. It's basically just picking your if you pick
And
one.
no stupid questions. We all learning. We all no stupid questions.
Yeah. You pick one parlay. Let's say you pick Judge for in one game, and then you see that Ohtani. You want to pick Ohtani. You can pick Judge, and then you can pick Ohtani from a different game, and you'll have a parlay. That's a parlay. When you pick 2 events or more on one ticket, that's a parlay. The more parlay picks that you put on a ticket, the higher the odds go. And it's because it's not just the odds of that actual player that you're picking. It's also the combination of the risk that you're taking, adding more and more people to one parlay. Because if one person in the parlay doesn't hit a home run or complete their event, the whole ticket's done. Right, so parlays are really easy. It's just it's 2 or more events on one ticket, and the more that you put on a ticket, the higher the actual average is going to go. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy. Easy peasy. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. That's what we got coming up, y'all. This is what we got coming up. Those are the picks for today. Like I said, I'm looking forward to these games. I think we got. I don't know if we have all late baseball games. I didn't check the schedule.
There's a lot of late ones. I know there's a few that
already a couple that are already going.
Yeah, 3 of them already are going. The rest of them are starting 2 hours.
Okay.
So we got time.
Y'all, we'll be around in the Discord to answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely want to get up and get the picks out. Did you have anything? Any breaking news? Any alerts coming in before we get ready to get out of here?
Same game parlays for. Let me look up what I sent you in the Discord, so I don't have to go through my email for it. Since it's right here. Same game parlays for what is that? Houston. Same game parlays for Houston and Oakland. Oakland has Joey Estes going. He's given up 18 home runs. Houston has Hunter Brown going. He's given up 16 home runs. So that if you want to mix and match your home runs and your hits or your doubles picks in that game, that'll be a good one. Do your individuals. Make sure you get your individuals first, and then do your parlays if you're going to parlay them in. Yeah, because Lawrence Butler's back. So Lawrence Butler, Brent Rooker, JJ Bleday, not to mention Zach Geloff hit a home run the other day, he's sneaky. Then you have Jose Altuve, who had 3 hits yesterday. So he's smoking hot. Yordan Alvarez, I think he had a double. He might have had a single or a double.
Yordan.
Yanni Diaz and Alex Bregman. Those 4. So you got at least 8 batters out of that game alone that you can basically parlay from hits or home runs. So get your popcorn.
For some reason, I'm watching Tatis.
Oh yeah, Tatis. You see him hit that big, that long 3-run homer. I told you. Him
and Manny Machado.
Oh yeah, they went off. They went off on my Mariners last night. I mean, they're going up against Wu. Wu is one of our best strikeout pitchers. So it's going to be tough tonight, but if you pick either one of them, or even if you pick Jay Merrill,
Merrill's locked up.
You might get one of those 3.
They won't give me Merrill.
Oh, they won't? Yeah, that's why.
They wouldn't give me Merrill with him.
That's the reason. There's a reason for that. Yeah. That's the only thing. That Merrill's kind of a sneaky one, even though he's batting 7th. He's a sneaky one in the bottom of the lineup because Bogaerts used to play for the Red Sox, and he used to smack a few home runs here and there, but he's not so much anymore. Still a good hitter though. Still a good hitter for them. So yeah, they're coming along. Let me see. Ray Lee hit one last night for the Mariners, but Rosarina and Raleigh, those 2 are always threats to hit a home run. So mostly Raleigh, but Rosarina has a good lineup. He has a good matchup with King tonight. So I think there was one other thing too. The Washington, Boston, Milwaukee, Colorado, the Mets, and Oakland are the teams you need to pick batters against. Their pitchers have given up anywhere from 18 to 26 home runs this year between those guys. So whichever team is going against them, try to find the home run hitters on the opposite team, because most likely they're going to give up at least 1, if not 2.
Okay.
Yep. Good stuff there. Good stuff.
Absolutely. So I think with that, y'all, let me just make sure we don't got no more questions. I think that was some good stuff. Got some work to do. Jump in here and get some last picks in. With that, y'all, we're going to get ready to get out of here. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. Yeah.